What's up, guys? It's Ralph with Pondscapes out in Desert Mountain, Scottsdale, Arizona. Thanks for following along on this multi-episode project out here at this beautiful property where we are starting feature number 4. All right, what we have here is another pondless, well, not truly a pondless. This was a ponding system that is approximately 20 years old. It was built with the house, and the idea of this was to give the illusion that this is running through, goes under right here at the front door, shows up on the other side where that'll be number 5. But this is a single system that is just flanking the other one we just finished. And of course, we've got demo. All right, what we learned on the other feature was that the pond was not just a liner pond, it was a concrete pond. Now, I don't know if they had issues with the concrete and brought in a liner and covered everything, but it was a little bit of a surprise to us. What worked out in our favor was we did not have to dig any deeper. We had to remove some concrete, not that big of a deal, but the depth was excessive, and the reason why that worked out for us, the digging conditions up here on this hillside are atrocious. So there's nothing but that stuff in the ground. So to have the setting deeper than we needed it actually worked out. We brought in some fill material, so we know we're going to be doing that on this one. The idea of this is that it is going to start right here and go to the right and go downstream. So this area on our feature number 3 is unfinished because we're going to kind of merge them together. They are not going to share the same water, but it's going to look like it, and we've got to go downstream. So right over there behind Tevin, we're going to have a waterfall right in front of that cluster of golden barrel cactus, and as we stream down this section, we'll drop and then have another drop, hopefully right before we get to the end of the bridge, where the illusion of that takes you under the front walkway. Our big issue is right here. This is a drainage system. You can see this paver patio slopes. We've got this roof pitch line. So when it rains, a lot of water comes in right here, goes there, and goes right through the pond, under the house, to the backyard, and flows downstream. We did a number on this. So basically that is encased in concrete, so we're gonna have to cut that concrete back. We've got to find out the size of that pipe and get a new section spliced in there, really before we can even move on. So one thing that good that did come out of this, that concrete that was up to the edges is now busted away. So all those holes that we've been drilling are, well, good practice, because any of that water that rolls down, it's gonna go right into the soil. And then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut some relief cuts in the side of this concrete, so if we ever get an upwell due to a lot of rainwater coming down, ending up in this space, it has some areas to go away. It'll also go on that other side, but we're also going to do a few relief cuts here and do some fabric and some gravel work over it. So if this does fill up, water will also go right into this pipe and downstream. While we were setting things up to kind of get an idea of where our pump vault is gonna go and how our aqua blocks are gonna lay out, ran into a bit of a hurdle because of this pipe. So the top of that pipe is lower than our foot. This would be the elevation that we'd want it. And if we put our aqua blocks like this, and then more aqua blocks on the back side, the aqua block, the floor wouldn't be level, so we'd be losing a lot of our water storage capacity. So we can't do that. So what has to happen is this area has got to get lowered to this elevation. So we'll pull a bunch of this garbage out of here and top it off with quarter minus like we did right over there. And this is going to be our elevation. This is representing the bottom of our aqua blocks. And when we build these, they're 9.5 inches tall, so it brings it up a little higher. And the only spot that this is gonna work because of this elevation, because we want to make it look like water's going under here, we're gonna have to put the pump vault right here where this is sitting. So we're gonna pull this rock out of the way, saw cut this concrete, and take this pump vault and turn it and recess it in. And then these aqua block panels will go all the way up to the end, just like what we did on the other feature. Okay, we got our dry fit of aqua blocks installed. We've got 12 aqua blocks. We've got a kind of a unique shape right here because of the basically the setting. We have a sago palm there and here that cannot move. That concrete that's there is also sitting on top of drainage pipes and irrigation pipes and electrical, so we really can't hammer too much out. And so this is what it is. We have to work with this. So we're going to put down our flow cell, start dropping in our rocks on top of that flow cell and creating a cool stream, right?
Yes, correct.
What we've got going on right here is you can kind of see the indentation of the aqua blocks directly under this liner. Now, this liner goes under the aqua blocks all the way up and comes up right there. This liner, you can see the one on top of the aqua blocks comes over and is tucked in right here. And if you look close, you can see that foam line. So what we did is we put that liner down on the backside of the aqua blocks and then flipped all of this liner and backfilled. And what we have is a situation where that liner comes out over this way, and we wanted to make sure that we didn't have any water coming on top of the liner under this bib liner and into the aqua blocks. We want to keep it on top of the water, so we seamed it all up. We're foaming this edge. Right now, Tevin is foaming under that rock because over here, this is that other overlap liner slash bib liner that is not sealed up, but that water is going to be directed through this way, so we don't have to worry about it over there. Now, what we've got to do is fold all this out and we can start dropping in rocks. We are going to have to do a seam right through here to take us back to that section. We've got our liner is 15 feet wide by 35 feet long, gets us all the way to that beginning over there. And we'll just have to seam on a small piece to accommodate this waterfall over here. Okay, things are rolling nicely and I'm totally excited about that piece right there. That's about where that BOBCAT was originally set. So yeah, there's a couple of holes drilled in this rock. So we got it in place, had to figure out what direction that rock needed to go. And that's gonna work out perfect. The homeowner, she really wanted it looking like out towards that covered parking area. And we just had to seam this section of liner on. So you can see we've got our single-sided cover tape. Under that is our double-sided seam tape. And this area will create our main waterfall for this space. And what we're envisioning is some rock work right here and water coming over the middle. And then right about where Colin is standing, some water coming right there. And this will all be pooling and streaming, disappearing right over there.